I stayed at the Hotel de l'Europe recently, and I'm going to give my honest thoughts about it. For the best price for this hotel, check out the links in the description. Arrival and check-in experience. When we arrived at Hotel Elysées 8, the check-in process was a bit of a mixed bag. The front desk staff was friendly, but there was a bit of a hiccup with my reservation that made things a little stressful. After some back and forth, I finally got my room key, but I could tell that the staff could use some better training on handling check-in issues. Overall, it wasn't the smoothest start to my stay, but I was just happy to finally settle in and relax. Room, bathroom, and amenities. The room at Hotel de l'Europe was pretty cozy, but I have to admit it felt a bit cramped for my taste. The bathroom was small too, and while it had a nice shower, I noticed it leaked a bit, making the floor slippery. Overall, it had the basics covered, but I really missed having a kettle for my morning coffee. Location and surroundings. The location of Hotel de l'Europe is pretty solid. It's just a short walk to the Port d'Orléans tram stop, which makes getting around Paris super easy. Plus, there are plenty of cafes, bakeries, and even a supermarket nearby, so you won't have to go far for snacks or breakfast. I felt safe wandering around the neighborhood, and it was nice to be in a quieter area while still being close to the hustle and bustle of the city. Food, drinks, and dining options. When it comes to food, I had a pretty chill experience at Hotel de l'Europe. They offer a traditional continental breakfast every morning, which was a nice way to kick off the day. I'm talking about fresh French pastries, orange juice, and some fruits. Simple but delicious. It's not a massive spread, but hey, it hits the spot, especially if you're planning to spend the day exploring Paris. Plus, there's a snack bar on site if you get peckish later. I loved grabbing a pastry and coffee before heading out to see the sights. What's it like to stay here? Staying here is like diving into a classic Parisian experience. The location is pretty sweet, just a short walk from the metro, making it super easy to zip around the city. I loved how the area felt safe and had a nice local vibe, with cafes and shops nearby. The room was cozy, if a bit small, but honestly, it was just a place to crash after long days of exploring. The shower was fantastic, and I appreciated the cleanliness of the space. However, I did notice the lack of air conditioning, which made it a bit toasty during my stay. I had to keep the windows open, but that meant I could hear everything from the street, so earplugs are a must if you're a light sleeper. The staff was generally friendly, but I had a mixed experience with their service. Some were super helpful, while others seemed a bit grumpy. Overall, it's a decent spot if you're looking for something budget-friendly and don't mind a few quirks. Let's take a look at the pros and cons. Here's what I liked about the hotel. Great location. Being close to the metro and tram stops made it super easy to explore Paris without any hassle. Friendly staff. Most of the staff were really nice and helpful, which made my stay more enjoyable. Clean rooms. I found the rooms to be clean and tidy, which is always a plus when staying in a hotel. Good Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi was surprisingly strong, even on the 4th floor, which was great since I needed to catch up on some work. Here's what I disliked about the hotel. No air conditioning. It got pretty hot during my stay, and the lack of air conditioning made it uncomfortable at times. My overall rating for this hotel would be 7.6. So, would I stay here again? Honestly, I think I would give it another shot, but only for a short stay. The location was pretty solid for getting around Paris, and the room was clean enough for what I needed. However, the lack of air conditioning and some not-so-great staff experiences definitely put a damper on things. If I'm just looking for a place to crash while exploring the city, it could work, but I'd probably keep my expectations in check. Thanks for watching. I added links from all hotel booking providers in the description, so you can find the best price for this hotel. Make sure you check out the description below.